Subscribe and T-Street Controversy.
That has
with 5v360.
been home to so many tremendous and exciting moments in boxing, specifically with Premier Boxing Champions. And lo and behold, we are back with PBC on Fox Sports pay-per-view on Saturday, October 15th, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific is when we go live on pay-per-view in our main event of the evening. The highly anticipated return of the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder, steps inside the ring yet again as he will collide against the Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius, that being in our main event of the evening. This card is absolutely loaded on Saturday, October 15th. Why? Because not only do we have a dynamic main event, but our co-main event can be a main event anywhere around the world because we have a matchup in the super middleweight division between two former champions. The returns of Caleb Sweet Hands Plant as he will make his way inside.
They have Plant and Dirrell up first. Expect for it to be some fireworks at this first part of the press conference. I expect they're going to be talking some major shit. So viewer discretion is advised.
In the New York, Brooklyn area, you can purchase them in person at the American Express box office here at Barclays Center. Now, just to give you an idea of the ramifications of both fights, both Wilder and Helenius and Plant and Dirrell are eliminator fights. So they are both eliminator fights. Wilder, Helenius in the heavyweight division, for Plant and Dirrell in the super middleweight division. It's all being promoted by Bomb Squad Promotions and TGB Promotions, presented by Premier Boxing Champions. With that being said, I want to introduce one half of our co-main event. This man with a record of 34 wins, 2 defeats, 25 victories, coming by way of knockout. He comes to us, he's very proud of where he is from. Flint, Michigan, a 2-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, looked absolutely sensational as he knocked out Marcos Hernandez last November in the lead up to this fight. He doesn't have to come up to the podium. He can sit at his chair. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former super middleweight champion of the world, Anthony the Dog Dirrell.
These guys really don't like each other.
AD, how you feeling?
I'm good. Ready to fight. Ready to beat some ass.
All right, well, I will talk with Anthony Dirrell in a few moments as we want to bring up his adversary on Saturday, October 15th on Fox Sports BBC pay-per-view. This man, a near-perfect record, 21 wins, 12 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 defeat. He comes to us right outside of Nashville, grew up in Ashland City, Tennessee, now training and residing in Las Vegas. Former IBF super middleweight champion of the world who captured his title by having a thoroughly dominating performance against Jose Luis Uzcategui. He would subsequently go on to defend his title on 3 occasions successfully, and he makes his return to the ring after a very competitive matchup against Canelo Alvarez last November in Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former IBF super middleweight champion of the world, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. Caleb, how you feeling? Yeah, you just want to give your thoughts?
Yeah, feeling good. Want to thank Al Heyman, want to thank Luis Cubas Jr. Feels good to be back on Fox. Shout out to the Barclays. Appreciate you having me. This will be my first time fighting in New York, and I'm looking to do so in impressive fashion come October 15th. This guy, he's kind of funny to me. He's got a lot to say about me. He says,
Here we go.
I hate him, and I know that's a strong word, but I hate him, and he irks me. I guess I irk him because I may not hold hands with everyone else in my weight division and be all buddy with him and stuff like that. I don't know what his deal is with me. He's got a lot to say about me. But the thing is, he don't even know me. I never kicked it with him, never hung out with him. He don't even know me. So October 15th is definitely gonna be fireworks.
He's gonna be running, man. Stop.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Running.
Sounds good.
Running.
So,
you know you
but,
running. You ain't never sat there with nobody.
Even on his social media the other day, he had the Bernard Hopkins versus Joe Kozlowski thing.
You ain't never sat there with nobody. Run.
Saying, I'll never let a white boy beat me. I'll never let a white boy beat me. And, boxing nor life has ever been about race or color to me. But you remember what happened in that fight, right? Since that's what you wanted to post up. Do you remember? So, you know, like I said, it ain't never been about race or color to me. But come October 15th, when I do beat him, it won't be because I'm white. It won't be because of what I look like. It won't have nothing to do with none of that. It'll be because I'm better than him. It'll be because I'm better than him. That's why I'm going to beat him. But he already knows that, and that's why he hates me. Because like I said, he don't know me personally. He don't know me enough to hate me, so why would you hate me unless you know that you can't fuck with me? That's why he hates me. He gonna really hate me on October 15th, so.
So Anthony, we heard Caleb go ahead and give his thoughts on, you know, there seems to be some bad blood between you two, but from your perspective, where does this all stem from?
You asshole.
Was there a
asshole?
You
name somebody that liked them. Nobody likes him, man. Nobody.
And again, he making a point to let everybody know no one in the weight class likes you. And if you do like Caleb, then and if you do like him, then you're not in his weight class. Why would I care if anybody in my weight class likes me? Why is that my concern? Well, then why are you saying that? I'm asking, why are you saying that then? Why would it be my concern?
I don't like you.
You don't have to like me.
Yeah, good.
That ain't none of my business
all right,
if you like me.
Don't worry about my opinion. That's my opinion to you.
And everyone else in the weight class don't like him. That ain't none of my business. I don't care nothing about that.
I never let another man smack me.
That ain't none of my concern.
You lost your mind.
So
it wouldn't even been a fight.
You don't even know me.
You let another man smack you, you a pussy. You pussy. Shut up.
With the bad blood.
Sound good.
You pussy.
Maybe that's what you want.
Maybe
you
that's
let another
man smack you.
Want to make sure that
another man smack me, he might got to die.
You want to make sure at the end of his career, hey,
you pussy.
You know, I'm Anthony Dirrell.
You pussy.
I'm never gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I never had one successful title defense, but hey, everybody in my weight class like me.
You fought tomato cans.
Everybody
in my weight class. You fought cab drivers.
Who? Like Uskatiki?
That's when you won a title. I gave you respect for that.
Uskatiki fucked your brother up.
I gave you respect for that.
How many times?
I gave you respect for that. But you fought cab drivers.
He was getting his ass beaten the first time.
So you weren't supposed to fight me before Canelo, and then you backed out of it. Stop it. Get the fuck out of here. You know I was supposed to fight you.
I don't hit hard.
Shut up.
All I have is that.
You lying.
Jose Uskatiki was fucking his brother up. Stopped him the first fight and the second fight.
What that got to do with anything?
And then what I come through and do to Jose Uskatiki. What I do to Jose Uskatiki.
What that got to do with anything? He wasn't even himself. You knew he wasn't himself. Stop it. What that got to do with anything, though?
You beat him, all of a sudden, man, I didn't feel myself tonight.
You guys have been, this fight has been talked about for a while. In your mind, with the way you're...
Caleb wouldn't dare call another motherfucker a motherfucker again.
Even dating back to a couple years ago that you were going to fight Anthony Dirrell. Was this the guy that you thought at some point or another we're going to lock horns inside the ring against?
I mean, I didn't know for sure, but I thought it could be a possibility. But, I mean, you know, with me having a title, he couldn't even hang on his title long enough for us to even make a unification fight. He wins the title, he loses it right away. He beats a blown-up middleweight in Sakio Bika. He loses it to Badu Jack. He gets it back, he loses it right again. He never had one successful title defense.
Name a person you fought other than Canelo and Uskataki. That's it. Name a person. Name a person. Right. We'll wait. Let's wait, y'all. Let's wait.
How many have you fought?
Let's wait.
You got twice the fights I got.
But let's wait.
You got twice the fights I got.
No, but who you fight?
With 22 fights.
I fought the best. Who you fight? Who you fight?
Who?
But who you fight? No, fuck that. Answer my question. Who you fight? Right, nobody. He just shook his head. Nobody. Y'all get that?
Anthony,
nobody.
It sounds to me like you're saying that your experience...
Nobody but Canelo.
It sounds to me like you are alluding to the fact that your experience... You feel like your experience...
He fought Subway Mike Lee.
Is that fair to say?
Turkeytopia.
Feel like your experience over the past 14 years...
I'm going to beat his ass. Fuck experience. I'm beating his ass.
Is this...
He sounds mad to me.
Anthony, is this the most...
You raise your hand when you talking.
I'm going to get back to Caleb momentarily, but Anthony, is this the most emotional fight that you've had in a few years? I mean, is this the most that you've really gotten the adrenaline and the juices flowing for an opponent instead of it being just quote-unquote business, as they say?
No, it's just another fight. You know, I'm preparing as any other fight. Come down to it, October 15th, he'll see.
Caleb, for you, you were obviously in a matchup against Canelo Alvarez. Obviously, tempers boiled over there. With this fight, are you taking this from an emotional standpoint? Is it just this is a guy that's in front of me and I need to win this fight to continue to try to reclaim my world title? Where is the mindset of Caleb Plant heading into October 15th against Anthony Dirrell?
I try to approach every fight the same. I treat every fight the same. I'm all in, and but I'm focused. I'm motivated. I'm having a great camp. I have my father with me still, who's a great coach. I have Breadman, Stephen Edwards with me, who's a great coach, and we got a great game plan put together. We're having a great camp, and I just can't wait for October 15th.
I want to acknowledge the camps momentarily. I'm glad you brought up your new trainer, Stephen Breadman Edwards. And Breadman, I want to ask you, this is your first fight with Caleb Plant, and I know you guys have been working tirelessly. The one thing I will say about Caleb Plant and Anthony Dirrell is that their work ethics are tireless, and they constantly put time in the gym. But Breadman, for Caleb, what has it been like to work with Caleb Plant and really kind of get on the same page as you prepare for October 15th?
It's been a pleasure working with him. It's funny because, when he first approached me, my dilemma was, can I go away, be away from my kids that long, and it has to be a fighter that's worth it. So I went out to Vegas for about a week, and then he came to Philly on 2 different occasions just to see if we had a chemistry and everything was working. And I was like, wow, this kid is worth it. He's the real deal. I'm an active father in my kid's life, and training camp is long and grueling, and my kids are 10 and 11, and I really wanted to make sure to myself, it was more than just money. I wanted to make sure, does this kid have an upside? Does he put the work in? Is he disciplined? Is he confrontational? Character means more to me than just talent. And working with him, man, is a pleasure. Hopefully, we can finish this ride together. It's going to be tough for me to even work with other fighters after him because he kind of spoils you. He do everything right, never late to the gym, never has anything negative to say. He puts in, the work, and that's all you can ask for out of a kid. The wins and losses take care of themselves, but the work ethic and the road to getting there is the most important thing to me, the journey and the process. And this kid's the real deal. His dad did a good job raising him, good job training him. And I'm not just saying this. It's a pleasure to work with him. He's everything they say he is and then some. And I believe he has the upside. He's 30, but I believe he can get better. And I'm looking forward to this performance on October 15th.
Richie, thank you very much. Stephen Breadman Edwards. For you, Richie, can you give us your synopsis on how camp has been going with the new team? And obviously, Caleb and Breadman seems to be on the same page. You're in there in the trenches in training camp. But so far, how's the experience been like with this new team that is Sweet Hands?
It's been great. As soon as we met, we hit it off. We've known him for a few years, and we were very excited about an opportunity to, for us all to work together. And camp is just going great. He's a great coach, very smart, got all the experience and the savvy, and we work well together. We, our thoughts on boxing are pretty much the same, and we say mostly the same thing. He's just kind of a taller, better-looking version of me.
I see. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Plant. Also, before I get back to Team Dirrell, congratulations, Caleb, to you and your lovely wife, Jordan Plant, on the birth of your newborn daughter, Charlie Lynn Plant, that was born 5 days ago. So congratulations to Caleb and your entire family. Wishing you all the best. I'm going to turn it over right now to Sugar Hill Stewart, the esteemed trainer of Anthony the Dog Dirrell, that has been embodied in the fabric of boxing in the Motor City. Sugar Hill, for you and with Anthony, you guys have been to the mountaintop before and looking to get back there in this eliminator fight against Caleb Plant, but has there been any change in the demeanor for Anthony Dirrell heading into this fight? Because both men seem to be very charged heading into October 15th from Barclays Center here in Brooklyn.
Well, for me, Anthony trains hard, but Yeah, obviously, definitely what everybody can see right now, yeah, it's something extra with Anthony and also with Caleb, you know. So if that's what it takes to motivate these guys and for them to put out their best effort, then yeah, I'm happy for it. I'm happy they're both energetic. And that means both of them are going to go train hard. They both have something to prove, and this is exciting for me, training Anthony, that you know, he has something to prove, something he wants to accomplish, and him knowing that Caleb is the same way. So this, it just makes for an exciting fight. This is a fight that Anthony said, talked about before, about having this fight. So he had to wait for it, and now it's here, and he's definitely excited and motivated.
Well, Anthony, you've been also busy in your off time as well. I saw that you were hanging out with the all-time leader in championships for golf and in the tournaments, Jack Nicklaus, you know, getting some lessons on the greens. How was that experience like as you learned some lessons from Jack Nicklaus before we get back to talking about business with Caleb Plant?
It was great, just to get away for a day or so and go out there with one of the greats, get a little bit of motivation to be a great. So it was a great experience. Hopefully there'll be more.
So for you, what kind of statement are you looking to make against Caleb Plant on October 15th on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view?
Just put on a good performance, be me. Go out there, be the dog, be Anthony. That's what everybody knows me as, and I'm just going out there and put on a good performance.
Caleb, for you, in a perfect world, how do you see this fight going, and what kind of statement are you looking to make in your return to the ring on October 15th against Anthony Dirrell?
Looking to put on a great performance, looking to do it in fashion, get my hand raised in fashion, and you know, make a big statement as I move forward to, you know, bigger and better fights and looking to clear out the rest of the division.
With this being an eliminator fight, does it add any extra motivation or no?
No, not for me. I mean, it could be, you know, I'm excited for it to be that. I'm in a blessed position for it to be that, but, you know, it doesn't add any, you know, I'm not letting outside factors dictate how motivated I am or how focused or how disciplined I am. That I carry myself in that way, whether it was, you know, a 6-round fight, 4-round fight, it don't matter to me. I'm coming in focused, I'm motivated, I'm training hard, I got a great team with me. I got a lot of momentum, and I'm looking to, like I said, make a big statement come October 15th.
Caleb, growing up and watching you both evolve, but you specifically in this particular instance, I remember when you were coming up through the ranks as a contender and you were calling out guys and you were looking to sign the dotted line against anybody. Now, when it comes to 168, it seems like guys are calling you out. So you went from being the hunter and now people are trying to hunt you. What has that been like in terms of that full circle transformation?
I mean, it just means that I've been doing my job, you know, staying focused and, you know, keeping boxing first in my life, whether I have a fight coming up or whether I don't. But at the same time, you know, I've said this in other moments before, I don't feel like I'm the hunter. You know, I still feel like I'm hunting, or I don't feel like I'm the hunted, but I still feel like I'm hunting. And, you know, there's still a lot of things that I want to accomplish in the sport, a lot of things I want to do, and, you know, that's going to take, you know, first things first is handling business October 15th, and that's what I'm fully focused on, but then moving on to, you know, whatever's next.
AD, what has been the key to your success to be able to fight at such a high level over the course of your career? Because you have literally tried to fight anybody and everybody, you've been in the ring against the who's who in the division for years on end, but what has been the key to your success to remaining such a top tier super middleweight over the years?
Just doing what needs to be done outside the ring, you know, no smoking, no drinking type thing, keeping your body, you know, where it needs to be. So you do that, you take care of your body will take care of you. Simple as that. You can go, but I mean, just and staying ready, staying in the gym. That's what I've been doing since I've been amateur, staying in the gym. So I don't have to, you know, stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
Well, Anthony Dirrell, Caleb Plant, good luck, gentlemen, in training camp. We will see you on Saturday, October 15th from Barclays Center here in Brooklyn. If you guys can just stand up. look out this way and allow the cameras to go ahead and take photos. We have Caleb, Sweet Hands, Plant Anthony, the Dog, Dirrell in the super middleweight division. This could be a main event anywhere in the world. It is the co-main event on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view on Saturday, October 15th from Barclays Center here in Brooklyn.
We're going to go full screen for those who are watching on YouTube. They're going to be bringing out Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius next. This episode is available on, this broadcast is available also on podcast format.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
iTunes.
A round of applause for Caleb, Sweet Hands, Plant, and Anthony, the Dog, Dirrell.
Are they going to face them off?
Looking forward to Fight Week at Barclays Center here in Brooklyn. And gentlemen, really appreciate it, guys, and thank you very much for coming out. And now we are going to be joined alongside by our main event.
They're not going to face them all.
Satellite, as we will be talking with in a few moments the Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder, along with Robert the Nordic Nightmare Helenius. And we are in the midst of such a great run on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. We obviously have this on Saturday, October 15th, but also this upcoming Sunday, a special Labor Day weekend edition of Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view in the heavyweight division. The former unified heavyweight champion, Andy Ruiz, will take on the Cuban contender, Luis King Kong Ortiz. That comes your way this Sunday, September 4th from Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles.